Alright. Okay. Play. Aye. It's a dead loud for me. There you go. Ugh. Days of climbing. Days of sleeping on the ground. And I'm still not used to the low oxygen. Do you mean days of sleep? Do you mean days of sleeping? I said sleeping. I know there's a P in it. I heard sleeping. You're just not listening to me. You're not talking loud enough. Or in my direction. Don't pick at me. Don't pick at me. It's hard to breathe up here. I'm climbing this mountain for you. And you want to complain about the direction I'm looking. Fair enough. At least I'm getting the best view from behind. You watch it. You don't think I like you right now for picking on me. Love you, still love you, but not sure I like you. We can turn back if you want to. No, we can do this. Not about to turn back now after climbing for so many days already. And spending so much money on the gear. Well, I'll tell you what. If you collapse, I can always carry you. Yeah, I don't have to look at you to know that there's a wink with that. You might not be I might not be in the best shape of my life, but I'm not about to fall over, and I will not be carried if I wouldn't let you carry me on our wedding night. No one is ever carrying me. Eek! The last gust of wind chilled through my windbreaker and down to my bones. Why is it so cold? It's gonna get colder before the day is over. Yeah. And you do this all the time for fun. Why again would you want to be in the cold like this so often? Because cold is groovy. We grew up when it's warm. Okay. Where it is so warm we never had winter. It's just summer and less hot summer. You don't sweat as badly as I do. I call this a welcome change of scenery and body odor. Loads of fun in my book. Fun? We could live up north of the cold. What would compel someone to climb mountains for fun? You know me. I've always loved taking in a beautiful view whenever the opportunity presents itself. My butt is off limits on this mountain. No way any layers of clothes coming off me. Well, shucks. And here I was hoping for you to warm me up. If you're not careful, I'll give you a nice slap to warm you up. I'll be a slap of love. I remember the last time you gave me a love slap. Just thinking about it makes my face sore. It was a pretty fierce hit. You asked me to slap you that time, remember? Yeah, true, but if I didn't know you were going to slap me that hard, I may not have asked at that time. We'd recently gotten back together from being broken up for 6 months, after having been together for 3 years. I had some part of frustration to still let out. Besides, you should be thinking of me, thanking me even. I sobered you up. If I hadn't slapped you then, you definitely would have lost that dart game. It was a really good dart game, and I suppose you didn't make it up to me later that night after. What? You remember that? When I took you home and baked cupcakes last night. Cupcakes? I don't remember cupcakes. I made vanilla and lemon cupcakes for my sister's birthday next day. I let you have one as an apology. You mean I've spent the past 2 decades not remembering correctly how the rest of the night went? I must have hit you harder than I thought. I don't remember actually winning the dark gamers. I'll never tell. What? Hello, this is Space Camp. You hearing us up there? Loud and clear, Base Camp. How's the climb going? You still on schedule? Alright, and yes, still on schedule. Taking it slow and steady. Alex is probably having the easiest climb ever. Yeah, I'll bet. I'm just taking the show off in front of my wife, that's all. Everything good down there, down below? Well, it's clear in our neck of the woods. We're reading some heavy winds further up the path we mapped out for you there, though. How heavy is heavy exactly? A storm? No, not a storm. Generally, I'd say any climb would be fine, but since it's your first nick, we want to let you know so you're not surprised. How wonderful should I be? How worried should I be? Nothing you can't survive. It might be hard enough to create whiteout conditions and force you into a cover for the night, however. So if you go further, there is a chance it would take another day. Do I have any other options? If you head east, there is a flat clearing that would take you around the mountain and eventually curve back up. It's a longer route, so we didn't consider it. There's no guarantee you'll make it before sundown if you go that route, so you'll need to haul it in order to keep on schedule. Only other option is west along the mountain sharp ridge. Honestly, it's the more dangerous route, and we intentionally avoided that area since it's your first climb. If you take the ridge, it curves up enough to make you reach the summit faster. But you should take it slower. Anyway, there are hooks along the chains to help climbers easily, or depends on how well you think you can handle it. So the heavy winds that might hold us back a whole day, easy clearing that I have run it through, and pray that I don't have fear fights. Alex, what opinion would you choose? Making a run for it through the clearing. Sorry, that was some interference. What was that? Making for the clearing. How about the running on the elliptical will have been enough training. Roger that. Be safe and cautious. If you need any support or update, let us know. Well do, thanks guys. Give it tea. Base camp out. Are you sure you're going to be fine going this way? Sure. If you can do it, I can do it. Yes, ma'am. I really hate running. Says the one who always wants me to spend the last leg whenever we would go for walks with the dogs. We both could use the exercise, besides. If we had done it more often, this would be a lot easier to run. I'm doing fine. Shut up, you. Where are the loving words of encouragement? How is that not encouraging? Pardon me. I am encouraging you to step up and and spite me. Oh, I'm going to spite you. Not that, not with that tone. Come on, put those lungs to work and shout it, shoot it. I'm going to shout at you. Hey, I'm going to spite you with envious. I'm going to hit this summer by nightfall. Now we're cooking. Cooking? Oh, how I miss food. You had food a few hours ago. Beans. I had beans. I want something more filling, something delicious. You mean something sweet? I want ice cream, cake, and brownies. So you're going to bake. Not a chance. Delivery. I don't like delivery. It doesn't involve driving or cooking. We'll put it on clothes. We need clothes to answer the door. You mean I can't stay on the couch while you answer the door? You're all groovy, aren't you? I know, and this is why I push us to do more exercise while walking the dogs. I know, and hey, I am always supportive of us walking the dogs together. You still aren't helpful. How am I not helpful when walking the dogs? I ask you which paths we should go each afternoon, and you always have me choose. You never choose. It always feels like you don't care about walking. And then you tell me you can keep walking for hours. Saying that usually makes you want to push yourself a bit more for spite. Yes, and it aggravates me. It just makes me think of how out of shape I am. I never mean for it like that. You know, I did cross country and sports in school. I'm used to being on my feet for hours. Yeah, back in school. How old are we now? You're still the most beautiful 21-year-old I know. Flattery doesn't work while I'm running through the snow in low oxygen. Well, it was worth a shot. I'm sorry, though. My legs are one of the things I like keeping up on. I never mean for you to feel out of shape. I know, it's still irritating, even though you don't mean for it to be. Whenever we go for a walk, all I hear in my head is my football coach from school. Okay, let's check on the stream. Okay. When my legs started hurting, he'd say, "Good, so you can still feel them, then you can still move them. Get back to running." Wasn't there something else he would say after that? As soon as I tell him I can't feel my legs anymore, he'd say, "Better. Now you can't feel them hurting. Get back to running." I am not you, and you are not your coach. You're right. I am much better looking than he was, and you are even better looking than me. If we weren't in a hurry to reach the summit, I swear. I know. You can slap me later. And by the way, I always care about going for walks with you. I knew. A great chance for you to take photographs with the camera. No, that's just a bonus. I like going so we can talk. We at work all day long, and then at night we spend part of it on the couch watching shows on streaming channels. Our walks are the best times where we can really talk about anything and everything. We can always talk about everything while we go for a walk. I can tell you about some ridiculous project I want to work on, and you'd humor me. I'm supposed to be a second you in that. And then you'll tell me about me. Then you tell me about me, Then you tell me about me, about your. Makes as much sense as a freaking apple crumble. Anyway, tell me about your day and everything you worked on. I have to be honest, I still have no idea what you meant every time you would mention computer programming. It's alright, I honestly have no idea what you were talking about, but each day about. Each time you'd bring up financial planning when I took economics in school, I gotta say. And that's why I am in charge of the budget. And that's another thing. I can talk about the budget with you when we walk. I think it's a topic. Our walks are one of the best things we have ever done. Kind of like it now. Exactly like now. Also, you're not as out of shape as you say you used to be. What makes you say that? I could always tell when you're getting tired and at the end of a walk because you would spend the whole time breathing heavily. I felt like I had to think of a conversation and topics I could handle by myself since you didn't talk. Now look at you, keeping up with the conversation perfectly. Think you can keep up to the end, longer than you can, mister. Is that a challenge? I feel like a bit bad though. I feel a bit bad though. I do, after all, have a pretty big adventure. I've had an adventure too. You do? What adventure is that? Didn't you say I'm 21? You're an old man well past 40. Ouch. Going right for the age. You're just groovy. I see the end of the clear up ahead. You mean you're groovy? Let's get this over with then. From there, it's a quick slope up to the summit. Want to race? Want to lose? I have the major advantage here. We shall see, my dear. We shall see. It's on. Achievement get. Open clearing. We made it. We made it. I can't believe it. But we actually. Well, it's incredible, isn't it? It was worth making the ridiculous climb to get all the way up here. And it was, Oh, it was, You're not salty about the days of sleep on the ground in the freezing cold with no shower. It was a minute ago. Oh, excuse me. It was a minute ago, but now I think this may the prettiest sight I've ever seen because of you. May be the prettiest. English maybe not the best thing this game has. Better than this sunset on the riverboat from our honeymoon. Yes, can be prettier than that. Even prettier than that. I need to get a bit of English lessons by the sounds of it. Our honeymoon? Yes, even prettier than that. Our honeymoon was a lot more fun than climbing a mountain, though. As I recall, our honeymoon still involved a lot of walking. It was cozy hot too. Crazy hot even. It didn't require me to bundle up with all these layers. I didn't have the crisp mountain. It didn't have the crisp mountain breeze. It didn't have me eating mostly beans for every meal. It grew out that our honeymoon took place during a chocolate festival. It was also involved drinking. Hey, I wouldn't have stopped you from bringing alcohol up here. Wouldn't it cost the acclaim while drunk would have gone so well. Yeah, but that you could invent a new drink, Nick dance. Oh gosh, now I've had enough of those dances. Nothing tops the White Russian dance. I love the way you pump your arms and boogie back and forth. White Russian. White Russian. Now that's the spirit. Let's dance. I'm doing from up here. It's really long way down, and I don't need to slip. Fair point. Anyway, like you said, it was a great honeymoon. Yeah, it was. We had some great memories from that. trip. I love all the photos you took us to look back on. Good thing I got into photography as a passing hobby. Pardon me. You always took you always took a lot of photos from your past clients too. Photos of scenery like this for me to see when you got home. I always wanted you to see it for yourself. But now I'm here, seeing it for yourself in person is different, isn't it? Do you ever do you have the camera? Need to take photos of its setting? Oh, you're right. Let me pull out and snap a few photos. The kids are going to love this. So the grandkids. I'll bet those little tykes won't even know what to make of this. Probably that it's magical. Something something you only read about in a fantasy book or see it in a movie. Not fictional anyway. So you really like it? The grandkids should be. Yeah, the grandkids would have it right. It is magical. I'm glad to hear that. I have no idea it would be something like this if I know I would have done this sooner. You're doing it now. I would have done it together. We are here together. Not like how I wanted. Now look how you always wanted. Not with you right next to me. Summit achievement get. Streamlabs doesn't get the achievement. Yeah, pop up of Steam. Not like how it's supposed to be. Bloody Mary. She looks good for a 40-something-year-old. I am sorry. Life isn't fair. I wasn't supposed to lose you so soon, not this soon. We had almost 30 years, and I want more. I want more years of you being awesome and loving me. I even want more years of you irritating me like a brat. So she's been talking to herself this whole damn time. I always miss you always finishing my sentences. It was so aggravating. How you could always imagine exactly what I would say before I say it, and then keep moving the conversation along. I miss that now. I miss you coming home from an adventure and telling me about it. Whenever you come back from a climb, you'd tell me how you would have to talk to yourself and pretend you would talk to me. How keeping a conversation with yourself helping you focus and keep from getting tired. I tried doing that. I climbed this damn mountain pretending you were right here beside me, talking to me. It helped. It really helped. I don't want to stop hearing your voice. Oh no, I miss you. Miss you so much. Sometimes I text your phone. I keep hoping you reply with the usual smooch or snuggle message. It's silly. It's not silly. I'm sorry I didn't do it more often. I even listen to your voicemail so I don't forget what you sound like. You had such a stupid cliche voicemail. Why couldn't you do something funny? At least I can still imagine your voice when I read something you wrote. Do you remember the poem you wrote me? I do. And it was so bad. I love that poem. You wrote it for me. I wrote I wrote it for the first time I saw a review of this one. Like this one. I wish I'd written it a bit better. If I'd known those would be the last words that make you think of me, I promise I would have tried harder. I didn't need to. You didn't need to. You were perfect just the way you were. And I love keeping those words close to me. As the sun sets, I feel compelled to sit quietly and stay away a while, like how you own you, like how your own beauty and wonder bring me a smile. I wait patiently there as the star falls past the skies, and then I see only you as it goes dark and I close my eyes. I dream of all the adventures uh, I've had with you at my side. The towns we left, danced, hollered, and cried. Memories of awestruck, awestruck sights with us both thinking, whoa. Dreaming I'd repeat with you for as long as my sleep would allow. Then as I wake, the morning sun caresses my face, making me think you're there, offering a warm embrace. Reaching in and pull out the one word note you stuck in my bag. Boo. It makes me smile and start out the day remembering how much I love you. I hate you sometimes, you know. I know. Remembering what I'd always say about hating someone. Hate is a strong word. It takes a lot of time and energy to really hate someone. I am glad to know I was worth the time and energy. I'll never stop. You'll always be worth it. Thank you. Love you, my bear. Love you too, me himosa. Goodbye. The end. Sunset. Achievement unlocked. Melody. Oh, 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 that wasn't as long as I thought it would be. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, gamers for cats, special smoking me a kipper because I will be back with breakfast. Farewell.